Welcome everyone to the session of D'Kalp. Just to give you a brief about the event, D'Kalp is a design challenge focused on learning experience rather than being a competition. The aim is to solve real life problems. The challenge is open to all the design aspirants and students, whether you are trained or not. Today, we are pleased to have Sanavas sir from TEQZo on board with us. I invite Sanavas sir to tell us a bit about himself and also about the organization.
Thank you guys for inviting me in. My name is Shanavas and I run a design consultancy called TEQZo Consulting based in Bangalore. Fundamentally, I'm an electronics engineer and an industrial designer practicing for more than 20 years now. And I find some time in between as a guest faculty in NID as well as in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. So we basically cater to product design requirements coming from companies in India as well as in the international market, right from taking an idea all the way to supporting them to mass manufacturing, covering electronics engineering, industrial design, strategy, innovation, apps, then UI UX. So basically, we almost do end-to-end solution for all the requirements around product development.
So, how did you start the organization and how was your experience in the initial days?
Yeah. So, I mean, generally, when I passed out as an industrial designer, I was very passionate about being a versatile designer in the sense someone who can design any product that comes by. And that was what I was like always looking for in my career. So but no, obviously you have to take jobs after job. So my first job gave me the challenge. I was working in a multinational company for 2 years. That was my first job, and it gave me challenges and in terms of opportunities, they were less because frankly, you work for 2 years on a single product. Generally, the MNCs are pretty slow. They have a long product development life cycle. So, from the point of opportunities was good and challenging, but it was very slow. So I had to shift to another Indian company, and it was one of the leading furniture manufacturing companies. There, the opportunities were good, and also, the challenges were equally good. So we were like very fast in terms of executing projects. But unfortunately, I realized that the variety was less. The sense there were many products done in lesser number of time, but all the products were out of a single domain. For example, I was working in a furniture design company, so it was only furniture all the time. So it again went into a sort of a stagnating level because I couldn't achieve that versatile designer vision. So I end up looking at opportunities, and I found that for somebody who wants variety, who wants challenges, and who wants opportunities, one of those best situations where to be a consultant, because you will have product design opportunities coming from a variety of clients who have a variety of products. And that's how I ended up starting the design consultancy after 5 years of professional working.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how did the organization grow through these years?
Yeah, so initial days that is way back in 2001. I have started my career. In 2004, it was the starting of a consulting career. So in the initial years, it was always proving the worthiness of why an organization should hire an industrial designer. So it was always with that attitude you go and meet people, and so we take that bite and say, okay, let me show you how this is going to value add. And the moment value addition is delivered, the moment the client is happy, he's by your side, then he starts listening to you, and then everything is clear for you. Life goes on pretty well that way. So the important thing is about certain challenges of how you work with the client in order to deliver the value. That is super important. So once you start delivering, things are very easy.
Great. And what is the vision behind the organization?
See, our vision is to empower organizations, that is manufacturing as well as individuals as well, with strategy, innovation, design, and allowing them to focus on the business side of it, and we taking care of the entire product part of the whole thing. So we work with them closely in terms of strategizing what kind of a product that we have to build, all the way to realizing the product itself. Sometimes we have to empower the staff and cross-functional team that works on the project in their company itself. So we basically look at that as a vision in terms of how do this company empower itself, whether it is through capability building on the staff, or some infrastructure, or developing new products, developing new strategies. So this is how we closely work with the key people in the organization. So our vision always has been that.
It is great to know about the vision of your organization, and I'm sure that everybody will be really excited to know about the problem statement that you have for us. Can you please brief us about it?
Yeah, so the problem statement is pretty open, and we cannot, ignore that COVID-19 is one of the most impactful incidents that has happened in the century itself, and there has been severe impact. That is for sure. It is it is too early to evaluate and assess what is the impact. It is slowly sort of unfolding itself. So, as individual professionals who we call ourselves designers, ability to design solutions, ability to design service models, we say we have ability to design, and pretty much anything that we use. We have to take ownership in terms of how this impact that has been created, by the COVID-19 be addressed. So this is the core of the problem, and so it's pretty open-ended that way. So I'm sure there is an impact, and I'm sure there is opportunity to for designers to do intervention. So is the case with others in the social structure as well, like doctors and politicians and policymakers, and every walk of life. So from the designer's point of view, we have to take this up as utmost priority and utmost importance to understand how this impact can be addressed. Now, I'm sure there are positive impacts for some, there are negative impacts for some. So we are looking at how this negative impact specifically can be addressed. So I'm not too sure about what domain we are going to work, because that's something that I'm going to leave it to the young design aspirants to look at. You can basically research on the opportunities of intervention in various domains, perhaps the food industry, perhaps the education industry. There could be any areas that you could look at, focus, and understand. Narrow down the focus areas by understanding which is the areas which needs immediate attention, or which needs immediate focus. Then using design thinking, diverge out yourself with potential solutions, converge them into feasible solutions, and then we work into details. So since this competition, I think, is short, a period of time, we will be looking at the quality of your thought process. We'll be looking at how you can put multiple things, mix and match them, and deliver value. So it's not about just solving a particular problem that has come. It is using this opportunity to come out with something absolutely disruptive. It is not like we are going to put a band-aid into a cut. We are trying to say, how can we eliminate, how can we use this opportunity to a completely different solution, where there is sustainability, there is inclusiveness, there is a regenerative approach. In the sense, you not only have to address the problem, but also have to address the damage it has created. So all of them is a great opportunity for intervention for designers. With that, I think we should start discussing, opportunities and look at how to solve the problems.
Right, sir. Considering the severity of the entire problem, the participants solving the problem, how is it going to impact the people in the society and our country?
See, these solutions are going to be highly impactful. They will be impactful in huge scale, because the problems that we are talking about are not in a particular region or in a particular group of people. It is rampant. It is across the entire population. So any solution that you think about is going to be highly impactful, as in it's going to be super. I mean, the impact is in a huge scale, be it any little thing. So this is the vision that you should have in your mind in terms of finding the solutions. That if I find a solution to a particular problem, that can be easily applied to a large spectrum of population, because the effect of this COVID is in a similar fashion. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We surely hope that we'll get really innovative solutions from all our design aspirants. And we wanted to ask, how should the design aspirants and the young designers go about implementing their solutions to the real life problems in the society?
Yeah. So that is, there definitely will be a gap, because sometimes when you have to implement the solution, you might need technological, development. You might need development from the point of, infrastructure and system level development. So that is going to be, requiring a lot of cross functional teams to work on it, and it might take longer period of time. But the seed of all this can be, discovered, or the core of all this problem can be sorted on a very broad level. And I think this competition is going to give you an opportunity for that. The moment you unveil yourself, or unveil the solution to the outer world, and the moment you find out this solution is indeed a real potential solution to the real world problem which are caused by the impact of COVID, definitely different organizations are going to jump in, and then they're going to make this a huge success, and the impact is going to be tremendous then.
Sure, sir. We hope that all the design aspirants do great. And it was really great listening to all the information and your inputs.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Look forward to working with all of you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.